Imagine a land where towering mountains scrape the sky, rivers shimmer like liquid crystal, deserts glow under the golden sun, and valleys hold secrets older than time itself. A land where every sunrise feels like a miracle, and every corner tells a story waiting to be discovered. This is Pakistan, a country of breathtaking extremes, hidden gems, and timeless beauty that few have truly explored. From the snow-capped peaks of Gilgit-Baltistan to the golden dunes of Thar, from tranquil lakes tucked in remote valleys to the bustling streets of historic cities, Pakistan is a journey of contrasts, colors, and culture. Every mountain, every river, every city whispers a story of resilience, tradition, and nature's grandeur. Today, we invite you to embark on a journey like no other. A journey that will take you through the most amazing places in Pakistan, captured in stunning 4K, where every frame is a masterpiece and every moment an adventure. Get ready to witness the wonders of Pakistan, a land that will leave you breathless, inspired, and yearning for more. Have you ever looked at a place so breathtaking that it made you question whether it even belonged to this world? A place where the mountains rise like ancient guardians, where rivers glow like liquid sapphire, and where every gust of wind feels like a whisper from centuries gone by. If not, then get ready. Because your journey into the wonders of Pakistan begins right here, in the towering, untamed beauty of the northern islands where nature writes its own masterpiece every single day. The moment the Karakoram Highway opens before you, it feels like entering a different realm. This road, carved through the world's toughest mountains, snakes through the heart of the Karakoram Range. On both sides, colossal peaks tower like giants of stone, their snowy crowns gleaming under the morning sun. The air becomes sharp, clean, almost sacred, like the kind of air that only exists far from civilization. Every bend, every curve reveals something new, a waterfall crashing over jagged rocks, a glacial stream shimmering with icy clarity, or a quiet village resting peacefully against the mountainside. And then, as if the earth suddenly decides to soften, Hunza appears. A valley so stunning that travelers from around the world describe it as a dream carved into reality. Hunza's orchards glow with shades of green and gold, while its ancient stone houses cling to the hills as if they were part of the landscape itself. The people, known for their kindness and hospitality, greet visitors with gentle smiles that feel like a warm embrace after a long journey. High above Karamabad stands the majestic Baltid Fort, its wooden balconies and stone foundations overlooking the valley like a fortress of time. Inside its walls, history breathes, echoing stories of kingdoms, trade routes, and a civilization that has stood strong for centuries. But the masterpiece of Hunza lies beyond Attabad Lake, a place so beautiful it almost feels unreal. Born from a natural disaster in 2010, this lake is transformed into one of the most mesmerizing wonders of Pakistan. Its water, sharply blue like polished turquoise, is still, silent, and impossibly clear. When boats glide across its surface, the reflections create a mirror world where mountains blend with sky, erasing the line between earth and heaven. The steep cliffs surrounding the lake rise dramatically, giving the entire scene the look of a hidden kingdom untouched by time. As sunlight shifts across the valley, the colors change, giving Hunza a different personality every hour. Mornings bring golden light that spills across the terraced fields. Afternoons intensify the blues of rivers and skies until everything looks painted. Evenings soften the world with warm hues as the sun slips behind the mountains, leaving the valley glowing like amber. And when night finally falls, darkness is not empty. It is full of stars, so countless and so bright that the sky resembles a diamond-studded blanket. In these silent nights, standing beside Attabad Lake or on a rooftop in Karamabad, you feel something rare, complete peace. Hunza doesn't just take your breath away. It resets your soul. It reminds you that, despite the rush and noise of modern life, there are still places where time slows down, where nature reigns supreme, and where beauty exists in its purest form. This is the beginning of our journey, a journey across Pakistan's most extraordinary landscapes. Have you ever stood in front of a landscape so vast, so silent, and so overwhelmingly beautiful that it made you feel like the world had suddenly stopped? Like you were witnessing a secret that only nature was meant to see? That is exactly what happens the moment you enter Skardu, a place where mountains touch the heavens, rivers carve through ancient valleys, and the air carries the quiet wisdom of ages. The journey into Skardu begins with a descent that feels almost unreal. As the road winds downward, the mountains shift from sharp, dark silhouettes into golden giants glowing under the sun. Below, the powerful Indus River flows like a silver blade slicing through stone. It has traveled thousands of kilometers, carrying the stories of glaciers and ancient kingdoms. And here, right in the heart of Gilgit-Baltistan, it becomes the lifeline of an entire region. You feel its presence long before you see it. The deep rumble of the water, the coolness in the air, the faint mist rising from the surface, it all prepares you for the breathtaking world ahead. As you move closer, Skardu begins to reveal itself. It is not just a valley, it is a world of contrasts. On one side, barren cliffs stand tall, their rugged surfaces sculpted by centuries of wind and ice. On the other, delicate patches of green fields, orchards, and tiny villages cling to the land with quiet resilience. Life here thrives in harmony with nature, flowing at its own peaceful pace. The first stop, Shangri-La Resort, feels like a doorway into a fairy tale. Its heart-shaped lake mirrors the surrounding red cottages, the trees, and the mountains towering behind them. The water is so clear and still that even the smallest ripple looks like a brushstroke on a painting. Walk a little, breathe a little, and time seems to melt away. It is no wonder they call it heaven on earth. But as beautiful as it is, Shangri-La is only the beginning of Skardu's wonders. Further up lies the mighty Kachura Lakes, Upper and Lower. Lower Kachura, or Shangri-La Lake, is serene and welcoming, but Upper Kachura is wild, raw, and untouched. The water, deep and blue, sits cradled between rocky slopes and thick groves of trees. In summer, the lake glows beneath the sun. In winter, the entire landscape transforms into a quiet, frozen kingdom. Then comes Satpara Lake, a shimmering jewel at the edge of Skardu town. Its turquoise water stretches outward, reflecting the sky like a crystal mirror. Local fishermen steer wooden boats across its surface, their silhouettes moving gently against the backdrop of towering peaks. The breeze here is cool, brushing softly against your face, carrying the scent of snow from the mountains beyond. But nothing prepares you for Deosai, the legendary roof of the earth. As you ascend toward this vast plateau, the world around you begins to change. The trees fade, the valleys widen, and suddenly, the land opens into an endless ocean of grass. Deosai feels like stepping onto another planet. At over 13,000 feet above sea level, the sky seems impossibly close. The wind sweeps across the plains, carrying with it the silent stories of the Himalayan brown bears that roam these lands. Wildflowers bloom in thousands of colors, dancing softly in the breeze. The plains stretch so far that the horizon curves gently, reminding you how small we truly are compared to the world we live in. Standing in Deosai, surrounded by open sky and rolling golden fields, you feel something rare: freedom. Pure, unfiltered freedom. Here, there is no noise, no rush, no distractions. Only nature, vast and eternal. As the day fades, Skardu begins its quiet transformation. The mountains glow with streaks of orange and pink. The rivers soften their roar. The sky turns lavender, then deep blue, then finally reveals a universe of stars so bright and so countless that you feel like you're floating among them. This is Skardu at night, a silent, glittering world where every breath feels like a prayer and every moment feels sacred. What if I told you there is a place where nature heals itself so beautifully, so quietly, that every sunrise feels like a rebirth? A place where the mountains breathe with misty mornings, rivers sparkle with icy clarity, and every corner looks like it was painted by a divine hand? That place is Swat Pakistan's Valley of Dreams, a land that has risen beyond its past and now stands brighter, greener, and more magical than ever. Your journey begins as the road winds into Mingora, the valley's beating heart. Life here flows with the rhythm of markets, laughter, and the familiar aroma of freshly cooked chapli kebabs. Vendors call out to passers-by, children run through narrow streets, and colorful fabrics sway gently in the breeze. Everything feels alive, warm, and welcoming, an invitation into the deeper wonders of Swat. As you travel further, the valley unfolds like a storybook. Swat River, cold and untamed, rushes alongside you. Its waters glisten beneath the sunlight, leaping over rocks, swirling around bends, and carving through forests that stretch endlessly into the distance. The sound of the river becomes your companion, a gentle roar that washes away the noise of the world. And then, rising like a crown above the valley, is Malam Jaba, home to Pakistan's premier ski resort and one of the most enchanting hill stations in the region. Regardless of the season, Malam Jaba feels magical. In winter, the landscape transforms into a world of white, snow-capped slopes, frosty trees, and chilly winds that carry whispers of adventure. Skiers glide across the slopes, their silhouettes cutting through the crisp air. But summer reveals a different beauty. Rolling green hills, fresh mountain breezes, and skies so blue they almost don't look real. The chairlift ride gives you a view that you'll never forget, an endless sea of forests and peaks disappearing into the horizon. Yet, the true heart of Swat lies further north, where the mountains grow taller and the forests thicken. The journey to Kalam Valley is a breathtaking experience on its own. The road coils through gigantic cliffs and lush slopes, while the river beside you grows wilder and more powerful. As the altitude rises, the air becomes cooler, scented with pine and fresh earth. When you finally enter Kalam, it feels like stepping into a hidden sanctuary far removed from the world. Kalam is calm, peaceful, and full of raw, natural charm. Wooden cabins stand along the riverbanks, surrounded by towering trees that sway with the wind. The village life here moves slowly, children playing near the river, shepherds guiding their flocks, and smoke rising gently from small kitchens preparing warm, hearty meals. But the crown jewel of this region lies even deeper within its embrace, Hunza Lake. The road to Hunza is rugged, weaving through forests so dense that sunlight flickers like golden sparks between the branches. And then, suddenly, you arrive. The sight leaves you breathless. Hunza Lake rests beneath snow-draped peaks, its turquoise waters glowing like a gemstone hidden within the mountains. The lake is quiet, untouched, and perfectly still, so clear that it mirrors the heavens above. Horses graze along the grassy banks. Fishermen sit patiently near the water, and the breeze carries the scent of pine mixed with the coolness of alpine air. It is a place that makes time pause, a place where every sound, every ripple, every movement feels gentle and sacred. Swat's beauty is not loud, it is graceful. It does not overwhelm, it embraces. It reminds you of peace you didn't know you were missing. Whether it's the crystal rivers, the towering forests, the endless meadows, or the soft glow of sunset dancing across the mountains, Swat touches the heart in a way that few places can. And as night approaches, the valley begins to sparkle. Stars scatter across the sky like countless lanterns guiding travelers home. Rivers soften into soothing whispers, and the mountains stand silent, majestic, and timeless under the moonlight. Swat is not just a valley, it is a feeling, a reminder that nature heals, restores and inspires, that beauty can endure, and that some places are meant not only to be seen, but to be felt deep within the soul. What if I told you there is a desert that isn't barren, empty, or silent, but alive? A desert painted with colors, music, traditions, and stories older than recorded history. A desert where the wind carries melodies, where every village glows with vibrant life, and where culture thrives under the vast open sky. This is Thar, Pakistan's Golden Desert, a world unlike anything you've ever seen before. The journey begins as the sun rises over the endless dunes of Thar Parkar. Golden waves stretch to the horizon, their curves shaped by centuries of shifting winds. The first rays of sunlight transform the desert into a glowing sea, each dune shimmering like molten gold. Camels move gracefully across the landscape, their silhouettes long and elegant against the morning sky. The desert air feels warm, ancient, almost sacred, like a reminder that this land has witnessed thousands of years of human history. As you travel deeper, villages begin to appear, small clusters of beautifully crafted char houses made from mud and thatch. Their rounded shapes are decorated with artistic patterns, each symbol carrying meaning passed down from generation to generation. Women walk along sandy paths, dressed in vibrant colors, neon pinks, deep reds, emerald greens, and royal blues. Their clothes are adorned with mirror work that sparkles under the sunlight, turning each step into a dance of shimmering reflections. Their bangles chime softly, blending with the distant hum of desert winds. The people of Thar are its true beauty, resilient, warm-hearted, and deeply connected to their culture. Despite the harshness of the environment, hospitality flows naturally here. Visitors are welcomed with smiles, stories, and the rich aroma of traditional Thari meals cooking over open fires. Music fills the evenings, folk songs carried by harmoniums and dolaks, voices rising and falling like the rhythm of the dunes themselves. These songs are not just melodies, they are memories of the desert, sung with pride, longing, and love. And then, just when you think the desert has shown all its wonders, you arrive at the magnificent Karunjar Hills. Rising suddenly from the flat landscape, these ancient granite mountains stand like guardians of Thar. Their colors shift throughout the day, from fiery orange in the morning to deep violet under the setting sun. Legends say the hills are sacred, filled with stories of saints, travelers, and ancient civilizations. Walk along their rugged surface, and you'll find silence so deep it echoes within your soul. Not far away lies the historic town of Nagar Parkar. Its temples, some centuries old, are masterpieces carved from stone. The Jain temples, in particular, stand as testaments to the region's diverse past. Their intricate pillars, domed ceilings, and detailed carvings speak of artisans who created beauty in the harshest of environments. In their quiet halls, time feels suspended. But Thar is not only a land of history, it is also a land of transformation. The Thar Coal Project, one of Pakistan's most ambitious developments, rises from the desert floor like a symbol of progress. Massive machinery moves steadily across the dunes, harnessing the resources beneath the earth to power millions of homes. It's a reminder that even the quietest corners of the world are filled with potential. As day begins to fade, Thar reveals its most magical moment. The sky turns into a canvas of fire, deep reds, glowing oranges, and soft purples merging seamlessly. The dunes cool down, the winds soften, and the desert adopts a peaceful calm. When night arrives, the world becomes ethereal. The sky above Thar is unlike anywhere else, so clear, so vast, so full of stars that it feels like you're standing inside the universe itself. The Milky Way arches overhead with shimmering clarity, and each star sparkles like a memory etched into the darkness. In the quiet of night, with the cool breeze brushing against the sand and distant lamps glowing in tiny villages. Thar feels alive in a different way. The desert breathes. It speaks. It reminds you that beauty is not only found in lush valleys or towering mountains, but also in the simplicity of open land, in the strength of its people, and in the harmony between nature and culture. Thar is not empty. It is full of colors, full of traditions, full of life. A place where the heart slows down, where the mind becomes still, and where the soul feels connected to something ancient and profound. What if I told you that the true soul of a nation doesn't just live in its mountains, deserts, or rivers, but in its people, in their stories, their traditions, their cities, and the history carved into every stone? Welcome to Punjab, the heart of Pakistan, a land where culture breathes through every street, where history stands proudly in ancient walls, and where life flows with a rhythm that is warm, colorful, and unforgettable. Your journey into Punjab begins with Lahore, the city that has witnessed empires rise and fall, poets dream, and art flourish for centuries. As you enter the walled city, something magical happens. The past suddenly comes alive. Narrow streets twist and turn like old memories. The aroma of spices fills the air, and the sound of sizzling food echoes through bustling bazaars. Rickshaws pass by colorful stalls, craftsmen hammer designs into copper, and shopkeepers call out with the friendliness that Punjab is famous for. And then, towering above the city like a guardian of time, stands the magnificent Lahore Fort. Its grand gates, carved arches, and sweeping courtyards carry the legacy of the Mughal Empire. Walk through its massive hallways, and you feel the weight of centuries beneath your feet. Emperors, warriors, artists, and kings once walked the very same path. The fort glows at sunset, its red bricks turning golden as the sky burns with evening light. Beside it rises the iconic Badshahi Mosque, majestic, powerful, and breathtaking. Its domes shine under the sky, its courtyard large enough to hold thousands of worshippers, and its walls adorned with the elegance of Mughal artistry. Standing within its vast courtyard, you feel small, but in the best way possible. You feel connected to something grand, eternal, and beautifully spiritual. But Lahore is not just history, it is also flavor. The famous food street near the fort bursts with life every evening. Lanterns glow above steamy restaurants, kebabs sizzle on open grills, and the aroma of desert cuisine fills the air. From spicy karahai to sweet jalebi, every bite in Lahore tastes like culture, tradition, and home. Leaving Lahore, the journey leads you to Islamabad, the modern, peaceful, and meticulously designed capital of Pakistan. Here, nature and architecture blend seamlessly. The city rests gently against the Margalla Hills, a lush chain of green mountains that offer some of the most scenic views in the country. Hiking trails wind through forests filled with birdsong and fresh, cool breezes. At higher viewpoints, the entire city stretches below you, organized, calm, and bathed in soft light. At the foot of the Margalla Hills stands the magnificent Faisal Mosque. Its white marble structure gleams like a jewel, its sharp, clean lines reflecting a modern yet spiritual design. When the sunlight strikes its surface, the mosque glows brilliantly. At night, it becomes a serene silhouette against the blue-black sky. Standing here, surrounded by open courtyards and soft winds, you feel peace wash over you, deep, quiet, and grounding. As you move beyond the cities, Punjab reveals another side of its beauty, its rural landscapes. Endless fields of wheat stretch across the land, glowing golden under the afternoon sun. Mustard fields bloom in bright yellow, swaying gently with the wind like waves of sunshine. Farmers work with steady hands, their connection to the land passed down through generations. Buffaloes move lazily through green pastures, while children run freely across dirt paths, their laughter echoing in the open air. Villages in Punjab hold a charm that is warm and timeless. Mud houses stand beneath mango trees, women prepare traditional meals over clay stoves, and elders sit together, sharing stories from long ago. Hospitality here feels effortless. The moment you enter a Punjabi village, you are no longer a stranger, you are a guest, welcomed with smiles and steaming cups of chai. As the sun sets, Punjab transforms again. The sky turns orange and purple, casting long shadows across fields and rooftops. Evening prayers echo gently through the air, and the smell of home-cooked meals rises from every household. It is a moment of peace, unity, and quiet reflection. Punjab is not just a region, it is a heartbeat, a living, breathing testament to Pakistan's culture, strength, and warmth. It is a place where history stands tall, where traditions flourish, and where the beauty of everyday life becomes a story worth telling. Imagine a land where time slows down, where ancient history whispers with the desert wind, where wide open landscapes stretch farther than your eyes can see, and every moment feels like a piece of a forgotten story. This is Balochistan, Pakistan's raw, wild, and mysterious frontier, a province that many hear about, but very few truly explore. Today, we uncover its hidden wonders. The journey begins on long, open highways bordered by rugged mountains, their jagged silhouettes carving patterns against the sky. The road winds through landscapes so dramatic that they look sculpted not by humans but by nature itself. Towering cliffs, deep canyons, and endless patches of desert accompany you like silent guardians. The air feels different here, dry yet clean, carrying the scent of sand, stone, and freedom. Your first encounter with Balochistan's magic comes at Hingol National Park. Spread across enormous stretches of untouched land, Hingol is a world of its own. As you drive deeper, the scenery shifts unbelievably. Rock formations rise from the earth like ancient monuments. Some resemble castles, some look like giant sculptures, and one, famous across Pakistan, stands proudly as if carved by a celestial artist, the Princess of Hope, a tall, elegant rock formation shaped miraculously like a woman gazing into the distance. The silence around her is powerful, almost spiritual. Not far away lies the majestic Sphinx of Balochistan, another natural wonder that stuns everyone who sees it. A massive rock formation shaped eerily like the Egyptian Sphinx, complete with a head and body carved by time and wind. Whether coincidence or nature's own artistry, it leaves you speechless. Then, the land opens, suddenly, and beautifully revealing the magnificent Makran coastal highway. This stretch of road is considered one of the most scenic coastal drives in the world. On your right, the Arabian Sea dances in shades of blue and silver. Waves crash gently against the rocky shoreline. On your left, towering mountains stand like ancient guardians watching over travelers. The contrast is breathtaking. Desert on one side, ocean on the other. A rare sight found only in Balochistan. Following this coastal ribbon leads you to Ormara, a quiet town resting beside the sea. Fishermen return with nets full of the day's catch, their boats painted in bright colors that stand out against the deep blue water. The sound of waves and the soft calls of seabirds fill the air, creating a peaceful symphony. Here, the world feels simple and pure. Continue onward, and you reach one of Pakistan's most enchanting beaches, Kund, Malir. Stretching for miles, its golden sands meet crystal clear waters in perfect harmony. There are no crowds, no noise, no city lights, just nature in its purest form. The beach glows orange at sunset, the sky turning into a canvas painted with fiery colors. At night, stars glitter above in 1,000 shimmering patterns, their reflections dancing softly on the water. It is one of the darkest, clearest skies in Pakistan, perfect for stargazing. But Balochistan's magic doesn't end with its coastline. Venture inland toward Quetta, and the landscape transforms again. Surrounded by mountains, Quetta sits like a hidden gem tucked into a bowl of stone. In spring, the valley blossoms with fruit, apricots, cherries, apples, all glowing under the soft sunlight. The Hana Lake near Quetta shines with calm, turquoise waters, surrounded by pine-covered hills. Boats drift quietly across the surface, carrying visitors through gentle breezes and brilliant reflections. Drive further, and you arrive at Ziyarat, one of the most peaceful hill stations in Pakistan. Tall juniper trees, some thousands of years old, stand proudly across the landscape. This is home to one of the world's oldest juniper forests, a living relic from ancient times. In winter, Ziyarat transforms into a white fairy tale. Snow blankets the land, coating rooftops, branches, and winding roads until everything looks serene and pure. And nestled within Ziyarat is a place of great historical importance, the Quaid-e-Azam Residency, a wooden mansion surrounded by quiet green lawns and tall trees, where the founder of Pakistan spent his final days. Walking through its corridors, you feel a deep connection to history. The silence here is respectful, powerful, and unforgettable. Balochistan is not defined by noise or crowds. It is defined by vastness, beauty, and silence. The kind of silence that makes you reflect, breathe deeply, and truly see the world. It is a land where mountains tell stories, where the sea sings its own melody, and where nature reveals its powerful, untouched soul. Before we continue, imagine a place where time slows down, where every gust of wind carries stories of ancient pathways, and where the landscapes are so breathtaking that you forget to blink. A place so surreal that even photographs fail to capture its true essence. In this chapter, we journey into one of Pakistan's most enchanting destinations, an untouched paradise that reminds us just how extraordinary this country truly is. Get ready to experience nature in its raw, majestic form. Nestled deep within the heart of Gilgit-Baltistan lies Skardu, a land where mountains scrape the sky and rivers reflect the heavens. This region isn't just beautiful, it's legendary. Skardu is the gateway to the world's greatest mountain ranges, including the Karakoram, and serves as the starting point for expeditions to some of the planet's highest peaks. But beyond its fame, Skardu holds a charm rooted in silence, serenity, and stories that stretch back centuries. As you arrive, the first thing that captures your senses is the vastness. Towering cliffs rise dramatically from the valley floor, while the turquoise waters of the mighty Indus River snake through the landscape like liquid sapphire. The air is crisp, cool, and refreshing, instantly washing away the weight of busy city life. Traveling through Skardu feels like stepping into a painting where every stroke is crafted by nature itself. The journey continues toward one of the most iconic locations in the region, Shangri-La Resort, also known as Heaven on Earth. With its famous heart-shaped lake surrounded by lush greenery and wooden cottages, Shangri-La is a fairy tale that exists in real life. The reflections of the surrounding mountains on the still water create a scene so perfect that it looks like it was taken straight from fantasy. Here, time seems to stand still as visitors sit by the lakeside, watching the colors of the sky change with every passing minute. But Skardu's wonders extend far beyond the resort. Just a short drive away lies Upper Kachura Lake, a stunning freshwater lake clad in silence and beauty. Its crystal clear water reveals a world beneath rocks, plants, and fish shimmering like jewels under the sunlight. It's a place for adventure lovers too. Boating, hiking, and photography come alive in this serene and untouched sanctuary. The deeper you venture into Skardu, the more hidden treasures you uncover. And then, rising in the distance like a guardian of ancient secrets, stands the majestic Skardu Fort, also known as Carpocho Fort. Built over 600 years ago, it overlooks the entire valley from its cliffside perch. Walking up to the fort is like stepping back in time. The stone walls whisper stories of kings, warriors, and civilizations that once thrived in this rugged land. From the top, the views stretch endlessly: mountains, rivers, fields, and villages forming a panorama so vast that you can't help but feel humbled. No journey to Skardu is complete without experiencing its most celebrated natural wonder, Deosai Plains, known as the roof of the earth. Sitting at an altitude of more than 13,000 feet, Deosai is one of the highest plateaus in the world. As you enter, it feels like crossing into another realm, a golden sea of wildflowers, rolling meadows, and broad horizons stretching as far as the eye can see. In summer, the plains burst into color as purple, yellow, and white flowers sway gently in the mountain breeze. And at night, the sky transforms into a galaxy of stars so bright and clear that it feels unreal. The wildlife here is just as remarkable. Deosai is home to the rare Himalayan brown bear, along with foxes, ibex, and countless species of birds. The famous Sheosar Lake glimmers like a silver mirror amidst the plains, reflecting snow-capped peaks that tower in the distance. It's peaceful, powerful, and unforgettable. What makes Skardu extraordinary is not just its beauty, but its emotional impact. It reminds travelers of how small we are compared to the vastness of nature, yet how deeply connected we can feel to the world around us. The landscapes here don't just demand attention, they inspire reflection. Adventure seekers, photographers, nature lovers, and storytellers all find something special in this breathtaking land. Skardu is more than a destination. It is a feeling, one that stays with you long after you leave. And as we continue our journey through the wonders of Pakistan, this magical land of giants stands tall as one of the country's crown jewels. Have you ever imagined a place where the mountains meet the sky, where rivers carve their path through untouched valleys, and where every moment feels like a scene from a dream? If you think you've seen it all, think again. This chapter takes us to Gilgit-Baltistan's hidden gem, the enchanting Phander Valley and surroundings, a land so pristine, so breathtaking. It redefines the meaning of natural beauty. Our journey begins on a winding road lined with towering mountains, where the air is crisp and carries the scent of pine and snow. The rivers here move with life, their icy waters rushing through rock formations that have been sculpted over millennia. Each bend in the road reveals a new panorama: steep cliffs, cascading waterfalls, terraced fields, and the occasional village nestled in the valley, like a secret waiting to be discovered. Phander Valley emerges like an emerald jewel. Its lush meadows and tranquil lakes create a harmony that feels almost spiritual. The centerpiece is the Phander Lake. Its waters so clear and blue that it mirrors the mountains perfectly. When sunlight touches the surface, the lake glows as if holding the sky itself. Fishermen row quietly across the water, their reflections creating a painting that nature alone could craft. Here, time slows down, and every breath feels like a gift. Moving further into the valley, the scenery becomes even more dramatic. Towering peaks, some capped with eternal snow, surround the valley like guardians. The mountains here are steep, bold, and raw, yet they exude a silent calm. Valleys branch off in every direction, each with its own story of rivers, wildlife, and human life coexisting in perfect balance. Hikers and adventurers find endless trails, while photographers capture moments that seem almost too perfect to exist. Nearby, the enchanting Shandur Lake and surrounding meadows await those willing to venture further. Shandur is a high-altitude lake, tucked away above 3,700 meters. Reaching it is a journey in itself: rocky trails, cool mountain winds, and panoramic views that reward every step. The lake's waters are deep blue, surrounded by rolling green hills and snow-dusted peaks. In summer, wildflowers bloom along its banks, creating a colorful border for one of the most serene places on Earth. At night, under a sky full of stars, Shandur becomes a quiet sanctuary where the universe seems within arm's reach. Phander and its surroundings are also home to remarkable wildlife. Trout swim in crystal rivers, ibex roam the high hills, and countless species of birds fill the sky with movement and song. It is a land where nature thrives without interruption, a rare pocket of peace in a world that often moves too fast. But what makes this region truly unforgettable is its people. The villages are small but full of life, with residents whose warmth and hospitality feel like an embrace. Farmers work terrace fields with care. Children play along riversides, and elders sit sharing stories of history and tradition. Here, life moves at the rhythm of nature, not the clock, and every interaction leaves a lasting impression. As the sun begins to set, the entire valley transforms. Golden light spreads across the mountains. Rivers sparkle with fiery reflections, and the meadows glow as if lit from within. Even the wind seems to soften, carrying with it the subtle fragrances of wildflowers and pine. Nightfall brings a spectacular display of stars, so clear and abundant that the Milky Way stretches across the sky like a glowing river of light. It is impossible not to feel humbled, inspired, and awestruck all at once. Phander Valley is more than a destination. It is a testament to the untouched beauty that Pakistan holds. It reminds us that the earth is vast, powerful, and endlessly creative, and it teaches a rare lesson that some of the most profound experiences come not from cities, monuments, or modern marvels, but from quiet places where nature reigns supreme. Have you ever imagined a city where history, culture, and the rhythm of everyday life blend so perfectly that every street feels alive with stories? A place where ancient monuments stand beside bustling markets, where aromas of spices and sizzling food fill the air, and where the past and present dance together in harmony? Welcome to Multan, the city of saints, often called the City of Gold. A place where tradition shines as brightly as the sun over its vast plains. The journey into Multan begins with its timeless streets, where every turn reveals something extraordinary. Narrow lanes open into vibrant bazaars, filled with colorful fabrics, handcrafted pottery, and intricate jewelry glinting under the sunlight. Merchants call out in melodic voices, offering everything from hand-embroidered garments to delicate brassware. The sound of life here is constant footsteps, echoing on cobblestones, wheels of carts rolling past, and the laughter of children playing in courtyards. But beneath the hustle lies a quiet rhythm, a heartbeat that has carried this city for centuries. Multan is perhaps most famous for its shrines, where history and spirituality converge. The most iconic is the shrine of Bahauddin Zakaria, a masterpiece of Islamic architecture. Its grand dome gleams under the sun, intricate blue and white tilework decorating the walls. Inside, the air feels thick with devotion and reverence, while the faint scent of incense lingers, weaving a mystical atmosphere. Pilgrims from all over Pakistan come here, paying respect and seeking blessings, adding layers of human emotion to the city's rich history. Nearby, the shrine of Shah Rukh-e-Alam stands tall, its majestic architecture and peaceful surroundings inviting visitors to pause, reflect, and connect with something greater than themselves. Yet, Multan is not just a city of saints, it is also a city of artisans. The art of pottery, one of the oldest in South Asia, thrives here. Workshops line the streets, where skilled craftsmen shape clay with precision and care, painting delicate patterns that have been passed down for generations. The blue and white glazed pottery, adorned with floral motifs and geometric designs, has become a symbol of Multan's cultural identity. Walking through these workshops, you witness the magic of creativity and tradition, blending seamlessly. The city's history extends beyond spirituality and art. Multan Fort, though partially in ruins, stands as a testament to the resilience of this ancient city. Its walls, made of baked bricks and carved stone, have witnessed countless empires, invasions, and victories. From the fort's vantage points, the sprawling city stretches into the distance, a mixture of old neighborhoods, bustling markets, and open fields. The energy of life below contrasts with the quiet strength of the fort, reminding visitors of the city's enduring legacy. Food in Multan is a journey of its own. The streets are alive with the aroma of rich curries, grilled meats, and sweet desserts. A plate of Multani Sohan halwa, with its golden hue and soft, nutty sweetness, feels like tasting centuries of tradition in one bite. The spices, flavors, and textures tell stories of culture, trade, and culinary expertise that have evolved over hundreds of years. But the true magic of Multan emerges at sunset. The city glows under the soft, golden light, turning brick walls and domes into amber and gold. The calls of evening prayers echo across the city, blending with the distant sounds of music, conversation, and life itself. As night falls, lanterns and streetlights illuminate the bazaars, giving the city an almost dreamlike quality. The stars above twinkle gently, mirroring the countless lights below. Multan is more than a city. It is a living museum, a vibrant tapestry of history, culture, and devotion. It teaches that beauty is not only in nature's grandeur, but also in human creativity, faith, and resilience. Walking through its streets, visiting its shrines, and witnessing its daily life leaves a profound impression, one that stays with you long after you leave. And yet, the journey is not over. Pakistan holds even more secrets, landscapes, and wonders that await discovery. From the mountains to the deserts, from ancient cities to hidden valleys, every step reveals a new story, a new chapter in the remarkable tale of this extraordinary land. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to see the soul of a country reflected in its landscapes, its people, and its history? To witness the final pieces of a puzzle that, when put together, reveal the breathtaking diversity, power, and beauty of a land. In this chapter, we reach the culmination of our journey through Pakistan, the final, awe-inspiring wonders that leave every traveler forever changed. Our journey begins in Chitral, a land perched high in the Hindu Kush Mountains, where peaks soar above clouds and valleys cradle rivers of sparkling blue. Chitral is often called a kingdom of mountains, and as you enter, it becomes clear why. Towering cliffs rise on every side, snow-dusted summits gleam under the sunlight, and rivers carved from glaciers flow with relentless clarity. The air here feels pure, almost sacred, carrying whispers of centuries-old traditions and the gentle hum of life in harmony with nature. In Chitral, one cannot miss the Kailash Valleys, home to the unique and vibrant Kailash people. These valleys, Bumburet, Rumbar, and Birir, are more than just scenic wonders. They are living testimonies to ancient culture and resilience. Women in brightly colored dresses, adorned with beads and headpieces, move gracefully through the valleys, while children run freely in open meadows. Every village celebrates its festivals with music, dance, and laughter, preserving customs that have endured for generations. Visiting the Kailash Valleys feels like stepping into a world where history and life exist in perfect harmony. From Chitral, the journey takes us to the Hingol National Park in Balochistan, a land so vast and untouched, it seems otherworldly. Here, the landscape shifts dramatically from mountains to deserts to coastline, revealing nature's ability to transform itself in astonishing ways. Massive rock formations rise like ancient statues, and unique shapes such as the Princess of Hope inspire awe. The Makran coastal highway snakes along the Arabian Sea, offering dramatic vistas of waves crashing against cliffs, a reminder of the raw power and beauty of nature. Sunset over the coast paints the desert and ocean in fiery shades, creating a scene of pure cinematic magic. Next, we traverse to Skardu and the Deosai Plains, returning to the northern highlands to witness nature at its most majestic. Standing on the roof of the earth, you feel the vastness of the world in a way few places can evoke. The golden meadows stretch endlessly, dotted with wildflowers and grazing Himalayan brown bears. Deosai Lake glimmers beneath towering mountains, a mirror reflecting the sky and surrounding peaks. Here, the silence is profound. It presses gently against the soul, reminding every traveler of how small, yet connected, we truly are. As the journey continues, we explore the cultural heart of Pakistan once more in Lahore and Multan. In Lahore, the grandeur of the Badshahi Mosque and Lahore Fort shows the artistry and ambition of centuries past, while vibrant bazaars remind us of life's pulse and energy. Multan, with its shrines and artisan workshops, tells the story of devotion, tradition, and human creativity. Together, these cities demonstrate that Pakistan's beauty is not only in mountains and rivers, but also in the hearts, hands, and spirits of its people. Finally, we reach Islamabad and the Margalla Hills, a serene conclusion to our journey. Here, the modern world blends effortlessly with nature. Trails wind through lush hills. The Faisal Mosque gleams under sunlight, and panoramic views of the city, nestled against the mountains, evoke peace and reflection. Standing on a hilltop, gazing across this valley of life, you realize that Pakistan is a tapestry woven from extremes, from snow-capped peaks to golden deserts, from ancient civilizations to vibrant modern cities, from the quiet of hidden valleys to the energy of bustling bazaars. Every thread tells a story. Every color reflects a unique facet of this extraordinary land. As night falls, the stars blanket the sky across Pakistan. From the deserts of Thar to the mountains of Gilgit-Baltistan, the constellations shine with unmatched clarity, reminding travelers of the vastness, power, and beauty of the natural world. It is in these moments when the wind is soft, the world is silent, and the soul is open that Pakistan reveals its true magic. Not as a collection of sights, but as an experience, a journey, a feeling that stays long after you leave. Pakistan, in all its diversity, grandeur, and wonder, is a land of stories waiting to be discovered. From mountains that scrape the sky to deserts that glow under sunset, from rivers that carve valleys to cities that pulse with life, it is a country that captures imagination, inspires awe, and leaves an indelible mark on every traveler. Even as we leave the bustling streets and quiet valleys behind, Pakistan continues to whisper its secrets to those willing to listen. Beyond the mountains and deserts, there are hidden trails and untouched landscapes that reveal the soul of this extraordinary land. From the glaciers that feed roaring rivers to the golden plains where crops sway in the wind, every corner is alive with life, color, and story. And it is here, in these hidden pockets, that the spirit of Pakistan becomes most palpable. Travel further into the northern reaches, and the Nanga Parbat region commands attention like no other. Known as the Killer Mountain for its deadly slopes, Nanga Parbat rises sharply from the earth, a colossus cloaked in snow and ice. Its sheer cliffs seem impossible, yet they are conquered each year by the bravest mountaineers from around the world. Standing at its base, looking up at the frozen crown that pierces the clouds, one cannot help but feel both humbled and inspired. It is a mountain that demands respect, not just for its size, but for the way it embodies nature's relentless power and beauty. The surrounding Rupal Valley amplifies this majesty, with meadows, streams, and wildflowers nestled in its shadows, providing contrast to the stark grandeur of the peaks. Heading east, the Neelam Valley in Azad Kashmir opens like a hidden painting. Often called the Switzerland of Pakistan, the valley is a mosaic of emerald forests, icy rivers, and towering cliffs. The Neelam River winds like a silver ribbon, its waters so clear that you can see the stones beneath the surface sparkling in sunlight. Villages dot the valley, with wooden houses and terraced fields clinging to the hillsides. Life here moves slowly, deliberately, each moment a celebration of harmony between humans and nature. In winter, the valley transforms into a frozen wonderland, where snow blankets everything in silence, and every peak glows under a pale sun. Spring brings life back in torrents of green, with flowers blooming across every hillside, painting the valley in colors that almost seem unreal. From the valleys to the plains, Pakistan's diversity continues to amaze. Cholistan Desert, stretching near Bahawalpur, is a land of golden sands and ancient forts. The Darawar Fort, a massive brick fortress standing tall amidst endless dunes, looks like a mirage rising from the desert. Its walls, weathered by centuries, tell stories of trade, conquest, and survival. Nights in Cholistan are magical. The sky is a dome of stars, unbroken by city lights, while the desert wind whispers secrets of times long past. Travelers camping here feel a connection to history and to the eternal rhythm of nature. Then, there is the coastline, stretching over 1,000 kilometers along the Arabian Sea. From Ormara to Gwadar, the seashore tells a story of life at the edge of the world. Waves crash against cliffs, while golden beaches and hidden coves create a stunning contrast with the arid mountains rising just inland. Gwadar, with its deep-sea harbor and dramatic landscapes, is a glimpse of Pakistan's modern aspirations blending seamlessly with ancient natural beauty. The sunsets here are legendary fiery oranges and reds melting into the water, turning the horizon into a living painting that shifts with each passing moment. Yet, the true wonder of Pakistan is not confined to a single landscape or city. It exists in the people, the culture, and the stories that stretch across generations. From the artisans of Multan weaving magic into clay and fabric, to the shepherds in the northern valleys guiding flocks through ancient trails, every person contributes to the soul of the land. Every festival, every prayer, every meal shared becomes part of the country's living tapestry. It is in these moments, small, human, and eternal, that Pakistan's spirit shines the brightest. As our journey reaches its conclusion, the realization dawns that Pakistan is not just a destination. It is an experience that transforms anyone who dares to explore it fully. Mountains teach humility, rivers teach patience, deserts teach endurance, and cities teach resilience. Together, they form a symphony of sights, sounds, and emotions that resonate long after the journey ends. Standing under a starlit sky, with the wind carrying scents of pine, saltwater, and earth, you understand that the wonders of Pakistan are infinite. They are not only to be seen, they are to be felt, remembered, and cherished. Every peak, every valley, every desert, and every river carries a story. And the more you explore, the more you discover that this land is alive in ways that words can barely capture. Pakistan, in all its diversity, grandeur, and mystery, is a masterpiece still being written, and the final truth emerges clearly. The more you see, the more you realize that this is not just a country to visit, it is a country to experience, a country to fall in love with, and a country whose wonders will linger in your heart forever. As the journey through Pakistan comes to its final chapters, one truth becomes undeniable. This country is a land of extremes, contrasts, and endless wonders. From towering mountains to sun-kissed deserts, from tranquil valleys to bustling cities, every corner holds a story, a lesson, and a view that can take your breath away. But what makes Pakistan truly extraordinary is how these diverse landscapes exist side by side, each more magical than the last, each waiting for the traveler who dares to explore beyond the ordinary. In the far north, Hunza Valley emerges like a hidden jewel, cradled between some of the world's highest peaks. The Karakoram Mountains rise sharply around it, their snow-covered summits glistening under the sunlight. Hunza, is a place where the seasons paint the valley in different colors. Spring bursts with cherry blossoms and apricot trees. Summer fills the slopes with vibrant green terrace fields. Autumn casts golden hues across the mountains, and winter turns the land into a serene world of white. The Baltid Fort, with its ancient wooden architecture and panoramic views, stands as a testament to centuries of history and resilience. Walking through Hunza feels like stepping into a storybook where every sight is poetry and every moment a painting. A short journey from Hunza brings you to Attabad Lake, a surreal turquoise reservoir born from a landslide in 2010. Its waters now ripple gently beneath towering cliffs, reflecting the sky so perfectly that it is hard to tell where Earth ends and heaven begins. Boats glide silently across the lake, carrying visitors through the tranquil waters, while snow-capped peaks watch over from above. Attabad is more than a lake. It is a reminder that beauty can emerge from disaster, that nature's power and grace exist side by side, and that every corner of Pakistan tells a story of resilience. Traveling west, the Deosai National Park, the roof of the world, offers another chapter in Pakistan's natural wonder. The plains stretch endlessly, golden in summer, icy and silent in winter. The rare Himalayan brown bears roam freely. Wildflowers bloom in vibrant colors, and lakes like Shiosar shimmer like liquid diamonds amidst the grasslands. Standing in Deosai, you feel the enormity of the world, the delicate balance of life, and the freedom that comes with untamed beauty. Further south, the Makran coastline unfolds like a hidden paradise. The road from Ormara to Gwadar hugs cliffs that drop into the Arabian Sea, offering views of sparkling waters meeting rugged mountains. Kund Malir beach stretches in golden silence, untouched and pristine, while Gwadar port rises as a symbol of modern development, blending with nature's grandeur. Here, the sun paints the ocean in fiery hues at dusk, and at night, stars appear in numbers that seem infinite, illuminating the coast in a dreamlike glow. And yet, Pakistan is not only about natural landscapes, it is a land of people, culture, and history. In Lahore, the grandeur of the Badshahi Mosque and Lahore Fort whispers tales of emperors, poets, and artists. In Multan, the shrines echo devotion, while artisans craft pottery and textiles that reflect centuries of creativity. In the remote valleys of Chitral, the Kalash people preserve ancient traditions in their vibrant festivals and colorful attire. Every city, village, and community adds a layer of richness to this remarkable land. But the ultimate wonder lies in how all these elements coexist. Pakistan teaches that beauty does not require uniformity. Mountains rise next to deserts, rivers flow past bustling cities, and ancient ruins stand beside modern developments. Every step reveals something new. Every view inspires awe, and every experience leaves a mark on the heart. This is a country that challenges the ordinary, celebrates diversity, and rewards curiosity. As night falls across this vast land, imagine standing beneath a sky so clear that the stars feel close enough to touch. The Milky Way stretches overhead, rivers reflect moonlight, and the wind carries scents of pine, ocean, and desert dust. In that silence, you realize that Pakistan is more than a collection of sights. It is a feeling, a symphony of landscapes, people, and history that lingers long after the journey ends. Pakistan's wonders are infinite. Its stories are endless. Its beauty is eternal. From the northern peaks to the southern shores, from the deserts to the valleys, it invites every traveler to explore, to feel, and to remember. And as this journey draws to a close, one thought remains. The true magic of Pakistan is not only in what you see, but in what you carry within you: the awe, the memories, and the unforgettable sense that you have witnessed a land like no other on earth. As our journey comes to an end, the memories and the unforgettable sense that you have witnessed a land like no other on earth. As our journey comes to an end, one thing is clear. Pakistan is not just a country. It is an experience, a living tapestry of nature, culture, history, and human spirit. From soaring mountains to golden deserts, from serene lakes to vibrant cities, every part of this land leaves a mark on the heart and soul of those who explore it. The wonders of Pakistan are infinite, waiting to be discovered by those who dare to wander beyond the ordinary. Its beauty is not only seen but felt in the laughter of its people, in the whispers of ancient rivers, and in the silence of untouched valleys. So whether it's the magical northern peaks, the quiet deserts of the south, or the historic streets echoing with stories, Pakistan promises awe at every turn, adventure in every corner, and memories that will last a lifetime. This is Pakistan, majestic, mysterious, and endlessly mesmerizing. And the journey doesn't end here. It begins anew with every traveler who dares to explore its wonders. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed exploring Prague as much as I enjoyed guiding you through it. If you found this travel guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful destinations from around the world. Got a favorite spot in Prague? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video.